It's a stormy night in the early 2000s, and your friend has just sent you a link to a new horror game called Night Call. But should you click on that link? Let's find out.
There's something wrong with this place.
Hey everybody, my name is Warwick and welcome to Warwick Reviews, where today we're going to be checking out a game called Among Ashes. I do want to say a big shout out to the team at Ratcliffe Games and Strange Signals for the review code. I really appreciate it. I did play this on PlayStation 5, but it's also available on PC and also Steam Deck compatible. And what we're going to do is talk about my thoughts and feelings, talk about what the game is all about, if it's worth your time, and anything of interest. But before we do that, hi, I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here and you haven't already, make sure you subscribe on many reviews that will be coming up. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and like, and even comment and let me know what you thought of the video down below. And also have other videos that may tickle your fancy. I also stream on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Warwick. Also on various socials. I'm sure you better find me somewhere. But without further ado, we'll get stuck in. So Among Ashes is developed by a solo dev team called Ratcliffe Games. And it's a little indie game about a horror game within a horror game. And maybe also within a horror game, I'm not entirely sure. But it's set in the early 2000s and you are playing a character who's home alone on one stormy night. Perfect horror mood, and your friend has just messaged you and they sent you a link and said, hey, you should check out this really cool game. And you give it a go, you click on this link, but as you start playing this game, this new game called Night Call, strange things start to happen in your own apartment. And does it seem to be connected to the game itself, or is there something more going on? That's basically the premise of the game. So you're playing this character and you're in this world, you're on the computer, like classic early 2000s. You actually start by playing like a Doom knockoff, and you're playing it and it actually plays, you're like shooting enemies and stuff, and then you get a message from your friend saying, hey, what are you up to? If you're interested, it's this game, it's really cool, need some help with a puzzle. You're a bit cautious, of course, you know, even early 2000s, still like not sure to click on any random links, but you do anyway, and you find this game called Night Call, where it is a retro style game similar to like the old classic Resident Evils or Silent Hills. In Night Call, you are playing a police officer and basically you're investigating some noise, some disturbance in a mansion, and as with all these games go, they don't go well. And this was a very interesting one for me because you are playing this game, the bulk of the game is Night Call. So you're playing this officer, it's in first person, and you're collecting items, management of your resources, limited saving, getting ammo, getting health, trying to survive. But while all this is going on, also things are going on around you in your world. So as I said, you're home alone, and as you're playing this game, there seems to be certain things that correspond with the game in real life. So there might be a moment where one of the characters might say, oh, it's a very stormy night, and as they say that, a storm appears. There are noises that don't seem to be from the computer, but actually from behind you. And so you are playing this game, but also you are at any point able to pause the game or look around your environment. So you can get up from your chair and you realize you're in your bedroom. There was a nice touch. There was a poster for the dev's previous game, One True Hero. And you're going through and you see you are by yourself. But as the game progresses, or the game within the game progresses, you start hearing things and you start investigating your environment and realizing like a window's open, something's broken, someone's appeared, weird notes have been left around. And your job is basically to figure out what this game is all about. And as you play, you feel like the game is connected to what's going on with you yourself. And that's basically the premise of it. That's basically what it boils down to. And it's good. It's a good time. It's unique. I've not really played a game like this where you're playing a game within a game. Like I've seen and experienced games that have like a sort of meta game version or element to it, where it feels like you are playing this meta game or a game within a game and you actually need to finish this game. And that part is great. I love my Resident Evil. I love my classic Silent Hill, like tank controls and stuff and management management resources. And that was really cool. And it was very tense. And I feel with the extra element of also making sure that you're okay in your environment, that added extra element where you are paying attention to the game, making sure you survive, making sure you get to like the keys and all the equipment that you need. Also just making sure that you're also listening around you. There are moments where things happen and did feel like there's an extra level of tension and anxiety from that, because I was like, okay, I need to keep alive in this game, but also be aware what's going on around me. And so there's points where I would just pause the game, the meta game, the game within a game, and then just look around and go, is everything okay? Checking things, looking through the keyhole and making sure things are okay. And yeah, it definitely was a unique experience that I've not really experienced myself. The games itself, obviously the main bulk of the time that I enjoyed was the game within a game, so Nightcall, and that was really fun. I felt very tense. There was different monster variations, which was cool. Obviously management resources, there was cool characters. It was voice acted as well, closed captioning, which was great, and you are intrigued by the story, and there's different environments and stuff. And if you're used to classic horror, it's very much about fetch quests, so you have to go get a key and you have to go to the other side of the room to get a key, and then unlock a previously locked door, you unlock that, and then it's sort of back and forth, but you are going to different environments. So there's like the mansion, and it's got the gardens, and there's like a cemetery, and then there's like the greenhouse, and there's more elements which I won't spoil here today, but there are more elements there. And as you're going through, you are realizing that actually there is a connection to your world and the game. So you are trying to figure out not just happen in the game, but also in your world as well. And for that I applaud them. With the settings weren't super intensive. There was very basic levels of settings. So as I said, I played on PlayStation 5, and so you got game, and you got just language and difficulty. Of course, you got graphics, you got brightness, bloom, and motion blur. You can toggle bloom and motion blur off. However, there wasn't any V-Sync option, and I did notice that when I was playing, there seemed to be quite a lot of screen tear when I was playing. It didn't seem to be on my side of things anyway, and with V-Sync, that would combat that. Audio, you got master effects, voice and music. That actually starts at a like 80%, so actually make them loud if you want to, which is great. And controls, and you've got your basics, just sensitivity, vibration, and rotation on the controller. Languages, which you could change as well. And yeah, it's a nice little cool game. It's about 4 hours long, give or take. And honestly, I came from it quite tense, actually, which was what you want from a horror game. There wasn't any cheap jump scares and stuff. There's a couple bits that did scare me, but it seemed like it warranted it, because I feel like sometimes you get a jump scare and it happens over and over. It just loses its uniqueness. And it made me intrigued, sort of trying to figure out what's going on, but also playing this game in the game, being aware of my surroundings, and I always find myself just listening, going, okay, what noise is that? Is that from in the game I'm playing, or is that from my game? And you start questioning a lot of things as well, as I am in this review. But yeah, if you like your horror, if you like your your meta sort of gaming as well, questioning things a little bit, I think Among Ashes is a good pick. Like I said, it's not a super long game, about 4 hours, but I think it definitely uses that time effectively, and I think you can't go wrong. Thank you so much for watching. Again, thank you to the team at Among Ashes for the review code. I really appreciate it. My name is Warwick, and I do reviews here, but also stream on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Warwick. Also on various socials, and I'm sure you'll see me wherever you may be. But thank you so much for watching. Please take care, and maybe just think about clicking that link next time. Bye-bye.